Hello everyone and welcome to week 5 of the UDL Untitled Draft. I have not played my week 4 game yet. The opponent I was playing against has disappeared, so that's great. But luckily, I am blessed with the opportunity to play against Meow, one of my very good friends in the draft. Yes. I'm losing my entire ability to remember words, but you have to remember, importantly, that Meow is a better gamer than I am, so I have wound up coming with just sort of a ridiculous thing here. So this is meant to bluff that I'm running pledges. I'm actually running 4 setup Pokemon. So I've got Quiver Dance Blossom, I've got Swords Dance Chien-Pao, I've got Swords Dance Decidueye, and Throat Spray Primarina. I have Fake Out Iron Hands, whose job is to support my setup mons, and then I also have a Choice Band Dragonite, whose job is to come in the back and like remove a Pokemon. Possibly several. It's got Outrage there, which is nice and helpful. Now, if we quickly look at the matchup, we'll see that they have 1 Ghost Resist. So that's why the Decidueye only has Ghost moves. Yeah. They've got Intimidate, but I'm not super worried about the Intimidate. I want to being able to run a really bulky Chien-Pao, which is fun. Let's get into the battle. I don't really have a lot of energy to do a thing. I am playing this. What? I'm still a bit sick. It's been a bit of a rough 2 weeks in terms of that. But at least I didn't have to play my previous week while I was more sick. This will be likely coming out before my previous week games. As I mentioned, I haven't played that yet. We'll see, if a replacement comes in. We don't have a replacement yet. I've lost a couple people. You too, friend. Okay, how are we feeling? So Raging Bolt didn't come for one thing, so that's kind of insane. Okay, no Raging Bolt. No Thundurus. They have no Electric Resist. Okay. No Mienfoo, no Altaria, that makes sense. Well, I'm gonna need Iron Hands. I'm looking at this, and I feel like there's really only the Overquill that is a threat to Primarina. So maybe I line up leading next to Primarina, and I have Deny and Decidueye in the back. I could try and get away with running Blossom. Blossom's Utility Umbrella with Synthesis. Oh yeah, also they only have 1 Fairy Resist, which is the thing around here. Which is why I am Mono Fairy Torrent on Primarina. As you can see, they've got plenty of Water Resists, even if Politoed is not a great Water Resist. If it's Rain. Obviously, if it's Water Absorb, it's a very good Water Resist. I just realized I can get Throat Chopped and not be able to do anything, which is funny. I hadn't actually thought about that until now. I don't think that's like a game-ending issue, but maybe something I should have thought about earlier. Maybe I bring in 6-7 last? It's either 6-7 or Least Speak last. I think it's probably 6-7. Okay, I want to Fake Out the Kingdra and Calm Mind with the Primarina. 6-6 every time. Militoad. I don't know if a Militoad is a type of thing. When I see Hema at the start of something, it makes me think of the scientific junction or whatever for oh no. I'm gonna get Whirlpooled here. Sorry, I'm gonna get Parasol here is the actual thing that I meant to say. Okay, so how do we feel about our matchup? I feel like Alluring Voice always takes out Kingdra here, so I'm just gonna Thunder Punch the Politoed and Alluring Voice the Kingdra. So they're definitely clicking Parasol, but I can already switch out my Prim. Not that I want to, because obviously I'm very set up. They're probably going to protect the Politoed this turn. I do only have Fairy move on Iron Crown, which is probably suboptimal in this particular position. The question is, so what they likely do is they either protect this turn or next turn, and I don't know with confidence which of those two it's going to be. Because they can only protect on one of the turns, and then they likely switch the following turn. No. Whirlpool stops trapping when the user faints. I don't know why I'm telling them that. It'd be better if they didn't know that. I'm just gonna double the Politoed here. Like, I'm really not that worried about the Iron Crown. I probably should be, to be clear. I probably should be worried about the Iron Crown, because I am going to be losing my Word Spray boost, and it would be confused now if I hit it with a voice. Not that I was super likely to hit it with a Luring Voice, I was more likely to get some chip on it with Thunder Punch. Nothing that comes in the back is really a problem. Screamtail probably lives. I am not confident that Claw for Overflow lives the double up between Thunder Punch, even if it is an Intimidate Claw. If they go for double protect and get it, that'll feel really bad. I think if they... I think I might lose to this this Iron Crown here. Upon further thought. Dang, another 17%. Okay, the answer is berry, so it's actually totally fine. I can double switch this turn. Okay. The question is, am I ever leaving Iron Hands in? I think the answer is maybe. And then the other question is, what comes in the Perennial slot? I think the answer is, it's Chien-Pao. No, if they throw a Steel Boot into it, I really don't want to take that with Chien-Pao. Can I? Yeah, I don't want to take any hit with Chien-Pao. I think Chien-Pao is my Terra guy. Wish I had even more special defense. I did invest, as you guys have seen, like a max HP and I have some special defense. It's just that Mon only has so much special defense. Okay, so I think I am sacking Iron Hands here. Why am I Ice Punch over Heavy Slam for this? I don't know. I'm gonna throw a Thunder Punch into the Iron Crown slot, and I'm gonna bring D-Knight into this slot. If D-Knight dies to +1 uninvested, then that's tough. Okay, here we are. So I can protect Earthquake here with the Terra Steel, specifically, was the thought. And then I'm able to throw a different move next turn. Obviously, the unfortunate part about going for Earthquake is then I'm still locked into Earthquake next turn, so I either have to switch or... Huh? How am I faster? Okay, it might be okay to Earthquake my own POW if I'm faster. It's insane to me that they are slower. I don't know how much I'm going to do to my own POW, but, you know, I've got defensive investment. That's not enough. It's enough. Do they just have no... not only no speed investment, on neither of their Pokemon, which is crazy. GG. No speed investment on either of their Pokemon, but also, like, they didn't even... All they saw is that I didn't take that much damage from my own recoil. Like, they don't even know that I'm Citrus on POW. That's great. You know, they are probably able to infer that I'm bulky, but that doesn't give them information on the item. They did see I'm not Citrus on Prim. Yeah. Wow. Both shorter and longer. Lead-wise, Blossom is really bad into this Trick Room team because I don't have Sleep Powder. If I had Sleep Powder, it'd actually be pretty good. The other thing that we learned, they're really slow. So I feel like D-Knight POW lead is also just like insanely good here. Like I can throw a Scale Shot into Kingdra. No, I can just pop an Outrage. Yeah, I can pop an Outrage and throw a Chop into a Politoed in such a lead position. And then what do I bring in the back? How fast are you? I don't think you're certainly not going to be fast enough. fact that I can even consider that is kind of crazy. I'll still bring you, I think. And then Iron Hands last. Okay, I actually have some butter chicken that I microwaved just before this game started in front of me that I'm not good yet. Man, if I had a steel move, I actually originally was clear amulet on the power as well before amulets. Citrus berry. This is actually not the best position. But I think I do just do what I had a freaking similar position last game of just going for Earthquake. Jet is interesting. Cool. I mean, I'm pretty happy with that turn one. Obviously, I wish I hadn't committed the Terror. Because I do feel like the Terror on Shell Armor. Yeah, not weak armor. So I want Pow to hit Cloth, but not to break Cloth's ability. Not to trigger Mega Shell. So I think I could just throw Chop Earthquake again. I could do that into the... I could put the Chop into the other slot. They could be Scarf as well. I guess what I can do is I can sucker the Cloth and Earthquake. Oh, okay. Well, they'll certainly get that. Huh? Okay. It's impossible to know what an opponent is going to click in a game of Pokemon, you know? Alright, I activated my Citrus Berry. Which feels a little suboptimal. But it doesn't feel too bad when I think about the fact that Indra dies to Earthquake. So I'm going to throw Chop the Screamtail and click Earthquake. Yeah, Banditino, it's kind of good, it turns out. Let's just bring in Iron Hands because I have the fake out eject button. So weird. So I get part of the eject button idea, right? Part of the eject button idea is that they are regenerator and they get regen health, right? How is Decidueye? Okay. Actually, Decidueye is guaranteed faster than Cloth. No, sorry, I forgot that they added 4 speeds now. Now there are 4 speeds. Okay, well this is likely going to go off. They don't have an item, so I can only sneak them. GG. GG. You cooked a bit too hard. A bit too hard, I think. But made it so I can't use more awesome. Okay. Yeah, I mean that's certainly that was sad, right? I definitely didn't come in expecting the set to be so short. Oh my gosh, this is a short video. Let me just quickly share my dear friend and colleague the paste, and maybe I'll have the opportunity to look at hers, and then we can just discuss that, pad the video out a little bit. I say pad the video out as if that's a problem. Okay. But obviously I want to pad the video out because it's a bit shorter than you'd expect. Under or over 904? I don't know what that means. 1044 days is the amount of time. Yes. Okay, I get that. I now understand the specific context to bring that up as well. Okay, so Steinemats. Oh, 141% chance. I don't think he says 141. Binding Band. That's the one that increases the number of turns the Whirlpool works for, right? Well, running defense on the Kingdra doesn't seem to have been very effective because it did get 2-shot by Earthquake, which is like a random spread move. You want very... okay. This is very low defenses. You didn't set Terra on ground. Metal Sound ground. Okay. Mono Tachyon cut up. Look at my pals, right? Yeah, okay. So I think I made pretty reasonable plays. I'm really glad that I ran Earthquake on D-Knight. I was gonna say I should run I-Net, but obviously Earthquake wound up being incredibly useful. Surely there's never an Earthquake coming in. EQ, you didn't even proc my Citrus. Man, I still think it's really funny that I got to run the really defensive POW. I was really only able to run that because of the speed advantage that POW had in this matchup. Good. They weren't even Swift Swim on anything except this Kingdra, and then this Kingdra's like... I mean, these ideas are fun, but you really need to pair it with something a little bit more consistent, I think, to make it more valuable. Oh, it's Block. Block also loses when Block is switched. Rock Slide High equals Meow. No Citrus Berry on anything. No Citrus, wow. They imprisoned Dazzlingly. I was gonna run Moonblast, and then I wound up running Alluring Voice. They didn't even have a Dark move on Overgrowth. That is, yeah, definitely a hell of a game. It was Terra Ice on Overgrowth as well, which I guess is... That only resists, like, POW Ice moves. I didn't even run an Ice move on POW. Right? I'm pretty sure? Yeah. I had Ice Spinner, and I caught it for Soul Stats. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Obviously, this is a pretty... a game I'm pretty happy with how I play, so, this may be coming up sooner than it ordinarily would while I wait for that makeup game to get sorted out. Yeah, cheers, thank you guys for watching.